April, and I'd like to welcome you to In the Kitchen with April.com. Folks, we're ready now. Our yeast, as you can see here, has become a beautiful frothy bowl of yeast that is going to make your bread bubbly and delicious and airy. So we're going to go ahead and pour this over into our, well, first of all, let me tell you this. If it doesn't look frothy like this, if it's just sitting there, then it is not going to make your bread rise. So you need to start over and make sure your water is not too hot. But this we know is good, so we're going to go ahead and mix this in to our bowl of the flour that I've already showed you we had ready. I'm going to use this wooden spoon for just a minute just to incorporate it well, and then I'm just going to get in there with my hands and I'm going to knead it for just a few minutes until it gets mixed in really good. Okay, as we can see here, and okay, you may need to add more water to this if necessary, but I think this is looking great. I'm just going to work it a few minutes here until all of this flour is incorporated. Don't be afraid to get your hands in there, you're not going to hurt the dough. Let me see here if there's just a little. I'm going to put just a tad of water if you just hold on a moment for me. And that was just maybe 1/4 of a cup. Just want to make sure we get all the dough mixed up. And you can also notice that this will give you a great upper arm workout while you knead the dough. It's fun. It's like playing with Play-Doh when you were a kid. So you just want to keep mixing that. Now you could drag out another bowl and grease it, wash it, and all that jazz. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to take a little drop of olive oil and drizzle it around. And then you just want to coat your bread with that, your dough. And we're going to cover this and leave it in a draft-free place for about 20 minutes. Now this is a quick rising dough, so it's not going to take you all day to make. And you can make a lot of different things with it. I have several recipes on my website that you can make with it. So just cover your dough with a cloth and wait for it to rise. And we'll be back to show you the rest of the recipe after this. Guys, welcome back. Now, as you can see, our dough has doubled up and we're ready to get started making some delicious bread with it. I have recipes for easy skillet jalapeno bread. I'm going to show you how to make that. And I'm also going to make something new, which is going to be some Parmesan rolls. So we have enough dough here for both of those. I'm just going to punch that down just a little bit. Work it just a minute more. And you'll just want to pinch off the pieces, roll them into balls, and place around the edge of this ring. Now on this recipe for the dough, I have previously used part of the dough for a different recipe. So you could either make this in a bigger skillet, or you could make up extra dough and freeze it, or do whatever, some other kind of bread with it if you'd like. But this one we're going to have two different recipes. We're going to have Parmesan skillet rolls, and we're going to have the jalapeno cheese skillet bread. And it's very simple. You're just going to roll those into balls and place them around the edge of your skillet. And this will need to rise just a little bit more. But once this bakes up, we're going to put our other ingredients in now. So I have those ready here, which is, we have 1/3 of a cup of jalapenos. And you'll probably want to put that on the bottom so they'll cook a little bit better and and some of the heat will come out of them if you don't want it really hot. And just spread that around on the bottom of the pan. And then I've got about a cup of pepperoni here. You could use salami or some other kind of deli meat if you like. And we can just put that down in the cracks there. And this is gonna, after we cover it with cheese, it will rise. I think that's enough, probably about a half a cup in this skillet because I'm using a smaller skillet. And then I have a package of Monterey Jack, which is 8 ounces, and we're just going to put this over the top. We can probably get by with using half of this, I think. Or if you're a cheese lover like us, you could put it all. It's up to you. I think we'll just go ahead with it and make it good and bubbly. So, as you can see, we have a skillet here. We're just going to drizzle just a tad of olive oil over the top to make sure those rolls get good and golden. And I'm going to cover this again and let it rest about, rise about 10 more minutes. And then we'll be placing it in a 400-degree oven. Bake it for 20 minutes, and you'll have a hot, delicious appetizer for any tailgating party, birthday party, or any other kind of get-together that you have with your family and friends. They're going to love it because it's so easy. You just grab the dough ball, which just turns into a nice roll, and you use that to scoop up all the cheese and gooey goodness. So I hope you enjoy it. And now here, as you see, we have the delicious, bubbly pepperoni jalapeno skillet cheese skillet bread.